Yes, guys. Today I'm joined with Faz from Sweet Science. How you doing, man?
Yeah, very good, very good. Very good night of boxing yesterday. What we're hopefully going to be touching on today.
Yeah. Before we get on to that, I'd like you to tell everyone what you used to call me.
So when I first met you in the gym, I remember you approached me and we had a little talk about boxing, and I swear to you, you told me your name was Gids, Gidz, and I even saved you in my phone as Gids. I don't know where I got Gids from. Maybe like because Fitzgibbon is your last name. I think I might have heard it wrong, but I called you Gids for the longest time, but now I call him Fitz, his actual name.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you was calling me for a while, and I thought you had a speech impediment. I was like, oh yeah,
Well,
I'm not going to say much. Um, well, anyway, let's move on. Let's have a little chat about last night's show. First fight up, Odohi Hatim.
yes,
What do you think to that?
mate. Do you know what? It was a good fight. Unfortunately, my good mate Ahmed Hatim didn't pull through that fight. It was a big step up for him. British title on the line and Commonwealth. Now, I feel like Louis was a step ahead, as in a level above. He kind of grew into the fight very well. He was quite relentless, and he wouldn't stop punching for like literally 12 rounds. And I feel like that's what Ahmed found really difficult, especially in the later rounds. He just was keeping up the same pace, keeping up the same pace, and Ahmed had a bit of success early in the fight.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially in the second round, he was doing well, catching him with some counters, but I feel like he just couldn't handle the pressure and the how do you say the engine that Louis had. And props to Louis. I mean, what a fighter as well. His first defense of his British title, and now he's picked up the common. I think he needs to step up himself um, in that lightweight division, maybe European slash fringe world. He will get up there hopefully. But yeah, I think Ahmed Hatem is going to be back though. He is an incredible fighter for sure. He's resilient. He's hard working. The thing is, I've seen Hatem on a small shows and seen him kind of progress, and he is definitely that step above the southern area.
Yeah.
But obviously, he stepped up. He dared to be great.
Do you think
Unfortunately,
he's in that area between the small hall and the big shows?
I think right now, yes, but I do see him getting onto the big shows. I mean, he's an entertainer as well.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
If
yeah.
you
I
see,
think boxing needs more of that. Like
yeah,
it was
for sure.
good, like especially where you haven't got the big names headlining.
Mm,
He brought a little bit of entertainment. He brought
yeah,
some eyes to it. Probably that may not have looked. I mean, Dave Allen's got a big following, but I
absolutely.
mean, like he like at the live training session.
He's a nut. We'll definitely get on to Dave Allen later. But yeah, with Hatton, yeah, he came in entertained. And I feel like yeah, you're right. Boxing does need that kind of spark. Does need that fun side because that's how people get attracted to the sport. They see something funny. They're like, oh wow, what is this? And it kind of sells a fight. I'm sure there's a lot of people that was watching that fight, and I remember a lot of the commentators, the guys in the comms at the fight were saying, "Oh, this is a people's main event,"
Yeah.
because people were looking forward to it. And big up Ahmed Hatem for bringing that entertainment. The thing is, he seems like he seems like an I don't want to call him a prick, but he seems like a prick. Don't actually mean that, Ahmed, but
Don't
he's
worry,
actually
I'll edit that so he calls you a prick.
but he's actually the nicest guy ever. He's such a nice guy, such a humble
But he's
guy.
probably putting on a persona,
Yeah, of
like for
course
the
he has to.
cameras, like
He has to. He has
like
to.
let's be honest, like more eyes are on him now
Yeah.
because of his behaviour than if he turned up and was like, "Hi, yeah, how are you? You know, good luck." Do you know what I mean? Not many people have been that bothered about it.
Yeah, he fought a good fight as well. He lasted 12 rounds against a good, strong puncher. And I just hope to see him back. I can't wait to see him back again. And I definitely do believe he will get that British title eventually and an English title along them levels and hopefully push on to the European because he's a good boxer. He's a great boxer.
Yeah.
He's got a great persona as well. He looks the part as well. So, yeah, hopefully we'll see him soon.
I mean, he
Right.
couldn't. These corner were trying to implement a plan, and I don't think. I think Louis was pushing and pushing, and I think I wouldn't say he had knockout power, but he hit hard enough to stop your guy from coming
Yeah.
forward and enforcing himself. There was enough power in there to make him stop and think.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the only thing about that fight, was
Oh,
there?
mate, here we go.
You was a little bit too confident before the start and started throwing bets around with some people, didn't you?
Yeah, let's touch on that. So our good mate Michael Hussey, the cut man, So what it is, I obviously put Ahmed up on my story saying, "Let's go Ahmed," and a new and whatnot. And Michael knows Louis, and he says, "Nah, my guy Louis is gonna win." And I said, "Nah, no chance. Ahmed's gonna win, man. I'm backing Ahmed all the way." And he said, "Cool, let's have a little like bet and forfeit." Obviously, I don't gamble, but we said forfeit. So yeah, fast forward yesterday, Louis did get a win, and he sent me quite a funny voice note, like barking at me, kind of thing. Says, "Oh, it's a dog walk and whatnot." And yeah, we got some good forfeits in. I did go out to the public, let's just say, and try to get a forfeit in. So a few of them was like from you shave your head. A few that one was running a bodybuilder suit for a mile. The best one I came across is the winner. So the loser gets in with the winner of the fight. So in this case, I would get in with Louis for a few rounds, and we're kind of like trying to process that, see if that will go ahead. If not, there'll be another forfeit that's going to be pretty embarrassing for me. It includes me wearing that horrible shirt with the bird on
I
it.
mean, you are a closet Tottenham fan, so
No way,
you've
no,
got to
no,
come out of the closet
no,
for this
no
one.
chance, no chance. Absolutely, I'm a passionate Arsenal fan, but yeah, nah, it's a bit of fun. And yeah, I've got to keep up to my word because I'm a man of my word, of course. And yeah, we'll see what happens
Well, mate, I'm looking forward to seeing the outcome on that one.
for sure.
The next fight, now, this is a fighter I actually think has improved massively over the last probably year or so, especially since he started working with Kevin Murray, is Michael Gomez Jr.
What a fighter!
Him and McGregor. A lot of people had McGregor down as a favourite in that one. But for me, I think the size and his ability was too much for McGregor in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you saw. Did you see when he came in the ring? He kind of headbutted,
Stuck it on him, didn't
stuck
he?
him. He's a bit of a. He's another one. Another. I don't want to say funny guy, but like another firework type of personality where he brings it. And I remember seeing him drop McGregor, and he was all like dry humping towards his corner and whatnot, saying, "Come on, let's
Yeah.
go, let's go."
I think there was someone in the crowd who was saying something to him at the start of the
Okay.
fight or something like
The
that.
thing is, where I saw Gomez Jr. So that's my dyslexia. Gomez Jr. Is when he fought Jordan Flynn in his fight before on I think was it Atoma. Yes, it was a Tomer Franklin undercard. And I know Flynn, he's a great boxer, and I thought Flynn was actually gonna do him. I didn't know too much of Gomez Jr., but then I saw Gomez Jr., I was like, oh, okay, this guy looks like the real deal. He's tough, he comes forward, he's relentless, and he's kind of one of them fighters that cool, he can take on punishment, but he will like narrow himself down to you and get in the ropes and just
Yeah.
unleash.
Yeah, and he's got a good set of combos. He was throwing a lot of uppercuts yesterday, and the hook after it, sort of like the Mexican kind of style, a
Yeah.
bit like his dad. I don't know if you ever see much of his dad fight. His dad was a very good fighter as well.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, like he just seemed too big. Like even the jab, he couldn't seem to come past it. He was trying to move around, and then he just unleashed threes and fours, and like McGregor just didn't seem to have an answer, and he was getting cut and he was getting hurt, and I think in the end it was the right thing for the corner to pull him out of there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's tough. Boxing's a tough sport, especially with someone like Gomez Jr. in there. Like he's relentless, comes forward. What do you think's next for Gomez Jr. though?
I think he's got to go and capture a British title because I think I mean, I don't know him personally, but I get the vibe. He's kind of the guy. I reckon he'd jump in at European or even like a world straight away now. Like if the money was right, like he's. Do you know what I mean? But I think I'd like to see him go get a British. I think he's got good potential to go quite far.
Definitely.
He's definitely an awkward fighter, and he's definitely not someone you want to come up against realistically. Like,
But he's a lightweight, and I feel like I mean lightweight's quite a division full of sharks at world level. Is a tough division, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
I don't think he's successful at world level, but I think you could see him competing.
I think he could be in around them guys. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be undisputed or like a like two belt holder, but I do see him getting to that world level. Definitely past European level, in my opinion. But world level, I feel like he does. We'll have to see when he gets there, but I feel like he does kind of. I wouldn't say belongs there, but he's destined to be in that fringe.
I
world
think
level.
his biggest problem may be himself. from seeing was it Reece Bellotti he pulled out on the night
Yeah.
of the fight.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously I don't know what went on there. Like, I can't make judgment, but it's
little
a
things in it.
you know, yeah, he seems like a character, like, and I'm
He
looking
is.
forward to seeing
Yeah,
where he
and
goes.
that's exactly what like we were speaking about Ahmed. We need characters in boxing because that's what makes a fight spicy.
They're the ones you remember. I mean, apart
Yeah.
from the greats, like the characters are the ones.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Like, I mean, look at Ricky Hatton. His personality lives longer than his boxing career. Do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
100%, 100%. What a legend.
True legend.
True legend.
So we go to the main event.
What a fight.
Bit of really, I mean, I don't know. I think it's one of them ones where it's levels, and
Yes.
you just see what boxing is about, levels.
Yes.
And I think that was a prime example of levels.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say what a fight for Hrgovic because he boxed very well. But one thing I want to put in here is what was really annoying me about Dave Allen is he was like, I'm just going to go in the ring and I'm just going to have a fight. And he is better than me. He's got good jab. He's a good looking guy. I'm like, no boxer, no fighter should go into any fight, whether they are outmatched with that mentality. And do you think he was just using it just for something to hold back on? Like, as in, when he lost, he was a good guy anyway.
I don't know. I mean, from the things I've seen and the things I've heard, like, I think Dave Allen's quite laid back, and I probably don't know if it's either he has the ultimate confidence for the top, or he knows he's not there, and he's doing the best with his ability that he's got. Like, I think he knows his level. I think he's getting these opportunities, he's taking them, he's feeding his family, and he knows realistically, he's not going to win a world title, but what he is going to do is sell a lot of tickets and make as much money as possible, which I completely respect.
No, absolutely. I think that's the main thing. As long as he's got money in the bank and he can feed his children and his family, that's the main thing. But I feel like he's not. I don't want to say he's a bad fighter because I feel like he could give good fights to people like, for example, like Jamie TKV. I think he'll give him a good fight. Obviously, he beat Johnny Fisher. Richard Riakpo, maybe not. Bit difficult, but like he's not quite a world level, but he's definitely British level or.
He fights like he's sparring.
Yeah.
Like he fights to me. He looks like he's comfortable, even if he's like when he was in a bad place last night.
Yeah.
He still looks quite comfortable. He don't look like. I don't feel like, oh my God, he's in trouble. Like Fabio Wardley the week before, near the end, you're kind of like, he needs to be saved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whereas with Dave Allen, you're always kind of like, it's like he's down the pub. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's actually having to fight. But good thing about this fight, he was in shape. He was in good weight. I think he dropped like nearly 20 pounds from his last fight. What was good. But the thing was, Hrgovic is a different kettle of fish.
He is good.
But
he's only good for 4 or 5 rounds, I think.
That's
and then
exactly what I was going to say. I remember the commentator saying he's the best someone said he's the best
Carl Frampton,
the best 4-round fighter in the world. And he is. He just comes forward like he's got his hands up, very like Soviet style, boom, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam.
And he uses that jab really well.
Yeah, but the thing is, when he gets dragged into a fight later on, that's when he gets in trouble. Like obviously when he fought Danny Dubois, he went the whole fight, and again Danny Dubois pulled through. Another thing actually to mention, he's got really bad skin with the cut, and he always gets cut. And he got cut yesterday. He had a little bit of a nick over his eye. What was I think? What was it? Stopped in the 3rd round? I think it was third round. Yeah. So that can be a massive problem from when he goes back into the world level, to the world level and fight the top guys. But he's a great boxer. He's solid. I think he is definitely one of the top 10 of the world, top 5 maybe heavyweights in the world ish. But the thing is, where does he go from here? He beats Dave Allen now. Like Dave Allen was just a little speed bump in a row.
Well, I mean, a lot of people are crying out for him to fight Atoma. I personally think Atoma is too far for him. I mean, someone on my Instagram actually messaged me and said that Hrgovic would destroy Atoma, which I don't see that happening right now, especially the way Atoma's fresh, young, fit, too fast. And I think he's got his fit footwork will allow him to move away from Hrgovic. So as he stumbles in trying to throw that jab, he's also got to avoid Atoma's shots, which Dave Allen wasn't really throwing a lot of shots. It's a bit different when someone's throwing powerful shots back, and with the feints and the movement and the footwork.
Absolutely.
For me, I think Hrgovic's best bet is to try and get someone like Dubois. I don't really see, unless he wants to go down the route of fighting really nobody's at world level.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm sure he is hungry for a world title. He's got to be. He's 33 years old, so he's not like he's getting any younger. And yeah, I mean, unless it's Usyk and Dubois, who else can you fight a world title for? So
I mean, I think Usyk's probably. I mean, look, I don't think he's got much more than a year or so left in him.
nah, it's done
So obviously, them titles are going to get split up. Then it's a case of who grabs them. Atoma's probably going to be in the driving seat for me. At this
definitely.
moment in time, we still have to wait to see what he's like if he's hit. But I would imagine by now in sparring he's been hit. So by now his team would have some understanding of where he's at.
For sure, for sure. But the thing, yeah, with Atoma's very young though. He's like what 20, 21, and he's not even a fully fledged heavyweight yet, and he's still smashing these guys up. So imagine him a bit later on down the line when he's a bit mature, a bit developed, and I feel like the whole heavyweight division just opens up for him, and he just see you later. And
Yeah.
I mean, the thing what I hate about the British media and British public generally when it comes to boxing is they see a superstar, they jump on him, and like Anthony Joshua. Remember Anthony Joshua 10 years ago when he was a guy knocking people out. He beat Charles Martin for his first world title. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, Anthony Joshua's the best thing since sliced bread. He would never get beat." Then he fought Ruiz, and then he got beat, and he's just like, "Oh, all this pressure on him,
They love to build you up and then they love to.
knock you down."
Exactly.
That's the thing, and that's what I don't want with Atoma. I am so happy that we've got Atoma on this side because I'm a big advocate of boxing, but British boxing especially. I want British boxing to be at the top in all weight classes, and I'm so glad we have got Atoma here. But I don't want to keep boiling him up to be something amazing and all this pressure. And when he comes against a good fighter, a very good fighter, and he gets beaten, it's just like, who cares? I do think he has got bundles of talent, scary, and I do think he will definitely dominate the whole heavyweight division. Unless someone else comes in that's really just as good, we'll see. But that's the thing, it's all hype right now. I'll say he beat Jermaine Franklin, fair enough. Good fighter, gave him some rounds, but let's see. I want to see him tested in that world level. But yeah, again, he's got a lot of time. You can't rush him.
Well, before we wrap up the review side, if you're Hergovich now or Hergovich's team, where are you going next for him then?
Mate, me for him, I would want a better fight. I think someone like maybe it might sound a bit rogue, but someone like I mean, yeah, I would aim for someone like Cabello because Cabello is quite ranked highly and a good fighter. I think Cabello personally wins that fight.
Yeah,
But if I was
it's a bit of a risk that one.
It's a risk.
There's no real reward from that. I mean,
True.
I mean, we'll see if he wins, but I find it's a very dangerous fight to take with very little reward because he probably won't even be guaranteed a title shot if he wins.
But I think he kind of it'll propel him up. He needs if you wanna get better and show your class and kind of like, okay, I am one of the best heavyweights now in the world, what Cabello is, I'll go for the number two. Obviously, Usyk's out of the picture. But who else can he fight? Could you fight Richie Riakporhe? Probably not.
Yeah. I think that's looking down. If I was him now, I would be kind of Fabio Wardley Dubois will probably happen again.
Yes.
So he probably needs something to tick him over and then go for Dubois.
Do you think Fraser Clark maybe?
Maybe but again, it's like who wants to unless that's going to be an undercard for a big fight somewhere and he's going to get a couple of quid. Like, I mean, I'm not going to be busting a nut to get down to the Wembley to watch Fraser Clark take on Hergovich. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be the biggest fight in the world, but yeah, I get that. But speaking of big fights, prediction next week, Usyk.
Come on, do I need to even give a prediction? Usyk's gonna win that, in my opinion. He's fighting a kickboxer, and I'm no disrespect to Rico. I mean, I'm sure he's one of the best in his disciplines in his sport. But come on, Usyk is again a different level of boxer. Let alone going against someone that's coming from a kickboxing background into boxing. I think Usyk wins easily. But
Bit exhibition here.
yeah, I would say fight the pyramids as well was quite crazy. It's an easy fight for Usyk. Honestly, I generally do think, and I feel like Usyk. You know what? We can't have a go at him for it because he deserves his. He can fight who he wants. He's come over here.
He's
and
not
beaten
swerved
everyone.
anyone, and
Exactly.
he, like you said, he's gone on the road to fight everyone. Like he's gone to their back garden for everyone and fought them there.
Yeah, exactly. He's beaten everyone on these aisles. So I think he should have fought Cabello because Cabello is in position for a world title. But again, Usyk's Usyk. He can do what he likes, and yeah, I just feel like there's. What can you say about that fight? There's not much you can say. Oh, Rico's quite dangerous in this. Rico can do that. Usyk is just classes above. He's mentally very sharp, physically very sharp. He's very smart. He's got good IQ, and yeah, there's not much I can really say on that fight. To be
Yeah.
honest.
So a couple of questions then, mate, before I let you go
Let's
back
go.
to your gambling habits.
Oh no, please no.
In your opinion now, at this moment in time, apart from Turkey, who is the biggest promoter in boxing?
Oof, I was gonna say Turkey, but biggest promoter in boxing, I personally think. Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna say Frank Ron. Reason why is because Queensbury, you see his business with the heavyweights. Apart from what AJ, he's got pretty much all the good heavyweights in his stable. He's been around for a long time. He has kind of like cruised British boxing to where it is. I will mention Eddie Hearn though. I would say props to Eddie Hearn and AJ for kind of putting British boxing back on his track. When AJ came in, it was a heavyweight. It started becoming more popular. But overall, if you look at the longevity of boxing and like promoting, Frank Warren's a don.
I get that. No De La Hoya for you then, no?
Nah, British mate, British guys, come on.
And then my last one, Zuffa Boxing. How do you feel about that?
So for boxing now, yeah, I've seen the big controversy when Conor Benn signed over to Zuffa Boxing was crazy, but I think it's good. If fighters are getting paid at the end of the day and getting good money in their pocket, who am I to say, oh, it's not good, it's gonna ruin boxing and whatnot? There's been so many years where fighters are kind of being conned out of getting paid, getting a less of a cut, and obviously they don't see the business side of it and whatnot, and they've been kind of like done over. The fight is a product. Without the fight, there'd be no boxing. So I'm glad that Zuffa's coming in and paying boxers. Now they said they're gonna give, for example, Conor Benn 50 million for a fight. I mean, let's be honest, they're not gonna give 50 million for fighting Rogus Pregus. Pregus, whatever his name is. Pregus, yeah. Sorry. If there's no way they gave him 50 million for that, but they probably did give him a lot of money for that fight. And if they're paying boxers good money, fantastic, keep going. But I know there's a bit of controversy because you can't have like the WBC, IBO, WBO belts in Zuffa and whatnot. But yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it personally. And if they're getting paid, good for them.
And as you mentioned him then, Conor Benn, world champion or not?
Conor Benn, world champion or not? No. I don't.
Can you look into the camera and say
I would say that. I would be Conor Benn to come knock me out, but I don't think he's going to be world champion. He hasn't got the tool set. He hasn't got the skill set to be world champion. They're looking at a fight with him and Ryan Garcia. In my opinion, I mean, I could be wrong. I feel like Ryan Garcia is levels, miles above him in skill set. And let's be honest, he's had a great career. As in, he obviously had the problem with the drug testing, got banned, came back, fought Chris Eubank twice, and made a lot of money. And I think he's probably one of the most well-matched boxers ever. But no, I don't. I just that world level at 147 is full of scary operators, and I just don't think he has that kind of skill to beat them guys. Because when you get to that level, it's not about how aggressive you are, how strong you are, how fit you are. It's a little 1% detail that these boxers do have. That Ryan Garcia, for example, that I think will do him, in my opinion.
Well, mate, thank you for coming on, my man.
No,
I'm sure we'll get you back on more.
For sure.
Conor, I have his address, so if you need it, hit me up, my man.
Please don't.
Until next time, everyone, thank you.
See you guys.